In this video, we're going to set up and solve quadratic equations using factors in the first instance and then the formula later on, where the coefficient of x squared isn't 1 for the factor work. If you're revising, I'll scroll through the questions. Here's 1 and 2. If you want to have a go, there's 3 and 4. Okay, first of all, we're going to try and solve this using factors. So when you're solving an equation, once you identify it's a quadratic, you know you can't use the methods for linear equations. You've got to try to put this into double brackets, factorize it out. So we'll use team to do that. We're looking for two numbers which times to give the ends, which would be 6 and minus 12, which gives minus 72. So we're going to look for two numbers which times to give 72, negative 72, and add to give the middle number, which is just 1x. So just the coefficient of x was just 1. And the answer of that would be 9 eighths or 72. And then the positive one is going to have to be the bigger one, and the negative one would be the smaller one, to ensure we get a positive answer when we add them. We then split those three terms of the quadratic into 4 terms by changing 1x in the middle to be 9x, take away 8x. We factorize the first two terms. Common factor will be 3x, and then 2x plus 3. And then factorize the second pair of terms, which is the minus 8x minus 12. Minus 4 is your common factor there. 2x plus 3 equals 0. We then have the same bracket. So the 2x plus 3 is a common factor, so it can be one of the brackets, and the other bracket is what's outside, 3x minus 4. And that equals 0. If this bracket multiplies by this bracket to give 0, then one of the brackets, or both of them, have to be 0. So either the 2x plus 3 is 0, or 3x minus 4 is 0. To solve this one, we take 3 from both sides, and we get 2x equals minus 3. And then divide both sides by 2, and we get x is minus 3 over 2, or minus 1.5. And the second one, if 3x minus 4 is 0, add 4 to both sides, so 3x is 4, and then divide both sides by 3 to get x is 4 over 3, or 1 1/3. Because that's a fractional answer, which I don't want to put as a decimal, I'd probably like to keep this one as a fractional answer too, minus 1.5. But it doesn't matter, both are correct. Okay. Example 2. Again, we've got, it's a quadratic equal to 0. A harder one because there's a coefficient in front. So I'm looking for two numbers which times to give the ends, which is 4 minus 5. So times to give minus 20. And adds to give the middle number, which is minus 8, the coefficient of x. So what two numbers times to give minus 20 and add to give minus 8? The answer is minus 10 and positive 2. So we rewrite the quadratic, but we split the middle term. Minus 8x is the same as 2x take away 10x. Doesn't matter if you wrote minus 10x plus 2x. You get the same answer eventually. Factorize the first two terms. 2x is common. That would be 2x plus 1. Then we factorize the second pair of terms. Minus 5 is common. That gives 2x minus 1. Sorry, plus 1. And that equals 0. The brackets are the same, which means I've done something right. So we can then factorize out that bracket, the 2x plus 1, and it should be multiplied by what's outside the bracket, 2x minus 5 equals 0. To solve this then, 2x plus 1 must be equal to 0, or the 2x minus 5 equals 0. By the way, if you want more depth into why this is the case, look at the previous examples, previous videos on solving quadratic equations. I go into a bit more depth. If we solve this one, we take 1 off both sides, so 2x would be minus 1. And if we divide both sides by 2, we get x is minus a half. On the second equation, if we add 5 to both sides, we get 2x equals 5. And if we divide both sides by 2, we get x is 5 over 2, or 2.5, or 2.5. So that's using the factorizing technique, and it doesn't always work out nicely like that. If you try team and it doesn't work, then you should look at the next bit below. And repeat myself, if you want to solve a quadratic equation, but it cannot be factorized, then you can use the quadratic formula. For a quadratic in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, the solutions for x are that x is equal to minus b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all divided by 2a. Now this formula is given in your exam. I'll go through what it means when we get into the examples. But if a question asks you to solve a quadratic equation to 2 decimal places, 2 dp, then you'll most likely need to use the quadratic formula. So if you get nice answers like half or 2.5, that's as a result of factorizing. But if they say the answer is going to be the 2 dp, you think it's going to be messy, it's probably not going to be a nice factorizing using factors. It's going to be the formula. So here, we're given that clue. We're told that we have to solve this one to 2 dp. And that means that we should compare this one to the format that the formula is in. So the format the formula is in is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. If this is the same format, we can then read off what our a, b, and c need to be. A is the coefficient of x squared. In this case, is simply 1. B is your coefficient of x, and that is 4. And c is the constant at the end, which in this case is minus 6. Like other quadratic equations, when solving them, this only is right if it's equal to 0, must be equal to 0. If not, rearrange. So then we put this into the form of these letters. We could say x equals minus b, but your minus b is 4, so that would be minus 4, plus or minus square root b squared, that would be 4 squared. Sometimes put that in brackets, but it's a positive number, so 4 squared is fine. Minus 4ac, that's 4 times a. A is 1, so 4 times 1 times c. C is minus 6. That's all divided by 2a, so 2 times 1. You can, especially if this is M8 later on down the line, you want to simplify that yourself. But if it's not M8, if it's here in M4 exam, you can just put it all in the calculator, provided it looks exactly as you've written it. I'm going to try that now. Okay, so turn the calculator on, and then, that would be good. We hit the fraction button, because that is a fraction. We put in minus 4, and then we've got that plus or minus sign there. We need to do the thing twice, once with the plus, and then we'll go back at the end and put a minus sign. There's a plus and a minus because we should have 2 answers, one when we put the plus into this equation, and one when we put the minus into the equation. We then square the 4, so 4 squared minus 4 times a, which is 1, and times c, which is minus 6. That's all divided by, so we'll go down to the bottom, and that's divided by 2a, 2 ones. Now, I didn't put my negative signs in brackets, maybe good practice. It's most important to put the bracket around the squared one, because the calculator struggles with that a little bit. If I hit equals, I should get my answer. It's in third form, and that is 1.16. If we just write that down here, I have no space, but x equals 1.16 to 2dp. If I scroll up and through my method, I can go back and change that plus sign. If I delete it, change it to a minus sign, and that will give me the other answer. And minus 2 minus root 10. If we hit the SD button, get the right format, we get minus 5.16. Okay, so that's the solutions. That's all there is to it. I just need to be very careful to get your A, B, and C correct, and then make sure you put it into the calculator correctly. I didn't put the brackets around it on mine, but it would be good practice to do that, especially maybe in this harder one. I'll do it that way. If you don't know which one is the harder and easier, you're best just doing it all the time with the brackets around it. So run out of space, so we'll put it over here. Okay, let's try this again. I'll put the formula up so you can see it too. Okay, now we're ready. What's the A? A is the number in front of the x squared, so A is 2. The B is the number in front of the x, so that's minus 7. And the C is the constant at the end, which is 4. So there's my A, B, and C. Let's have a go at, I'll put this in the calculator. Okay, now if we hit record. So to start off with, we need a fraction button, and then we've got minus B. In this case, that's minus 7. Or if you simplify that, that would actually be plus 7 in there. We go with the plus first of all, and then square root. B squared, that's minus 7 squared, so I'm going to put the minus 7 in brackets like so, and then square it. Minus 4. And then brackets A is 2. Then in brackets C is 4. And then all over 2A, so go down to the bottom and put 2 in. And then A is 2. And that's it. Now I didn't write out the method, but the method should look exactly like my screen with the, if you can see at the end there, 4A, the C should be 4. So put that in, and I get this third. SD button will give me the decimal. So x, again, sorry, I'm holding this in the air. X equals 2.78. If I go through and hit this button, search through, find the plus sign, change it to a minus, and we get 0.719. Sorry, interrupted there. I'm just going to write down what the formula was. That was x equals minus b, so that's minus 7, plus or minus the square root of b squared, so that's minus 7 squared, minus 4 times a, which is 2, times c, which is 4. And that's all divided by 2a, 2 times 2.